Hello, John.
Hello, Oliver.
And today we're going to talk about the redesigning of the paint can. So, the paint can was invented in 1868. About 75 million gallons of paint are sold in the US each year, and a lot of them are unused and thrown out. And so, when you look at a paint, when you look at a can of paint, 5 liters, 10 liters, whatever it is, okay, 20 liters, it's resource hungry. It takes a lot of materials to make paint, but not only that, it takes a lot of materials. We were talking about the environment earlier on. It takes a lot of shipping. Shipping paint around the world is a costly affair,
Because
right?
it's heavy, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the big problem is one, the design of the can, it lets air in, especially the metal can, right? And then the paint dries out. And of course, the second problem is that where it originates, the problem is in the hardware store, people don't know how much paint they need.
Correct. If they're buying it in a store where they're not going to get the advice, if they're buying it in a store where advice is available with persons that know the paint business, well then you're going to get the good advice depending on what amount of paint you need for to do what. Funny enough, I did some painting this year, and I was stiff as a poker after it. I painted pillars and windowsills and low down at the bottom, at the skirting. And suffice to say, I had to whip a stool out to sit down and try and do it. And no matter what way you did it, you would get stiff as a poker. Now, so I was using paint, and funny enough, they were in paint cans. Now, I also have some paint that's in 5 litre or more. They're in plastic containers. White paint there when I get around to it and the weather is good. I'll be doing a big shed with white, but I've outside paint for that. It doesn't need to be a great quality for the shed. But there is a need, as you rightly say, if the can was invented or started in 1868, that's quite a long time ago. I presume anybody born in that time is long since gone, unless they're kind of rocket band or something. They're gone to their maker. So it's a wonder that the paint cans would have gone into the wherever to go, where paint cans go, so that they would have something that would keep paint from solidifying, as you rightly say, when you put the lid in. No matter what way you put the lid on it, some air seems to get in.
That's right.
And the next thing is, it's gone hard. Now, why have some stuff in cans of paint? I must have a gawk at it. We did it late last year, so it won't be a year old until about maybe next September or something. So hopefully I'll get a go at it before it does harden.
Absolutely.
And I did tamp the lids down.
Just want to make a correction there. So 75 million gallons of paint sold in the US each year is actually thrown out. 75 million gallons. That's colossal.
It is colossal. Now, I don't know how they managed to get the figures, but we'll say that that's correct. I'd always be afraid of things, and some
Quantifying.
It's like the poll to ask 1,000 gobdaws who they're going to vote for, and they usually get it wrong, and to say, well, if 3% this, that, the other, but we don't know. I was never asked in a poll yet on the street or anywhere what my opinion was about anything. I often get jokes looking for feedback that I don't want to give them feedback whatsoever on the emails and internet. Now, the question of the paint cans, I would say that it would be very beneficial if a paint can could be produced or designed in such a way as it, when you were using the paint, bar you were using it all, and it's very difficult to do what you're doing and use all the paint. Even experts often make mistakes there. It's very hard to generalise, because unless they come down and do a survey, the height of your wall might be higher than somebody else's walls and that kind of thing. So, but if there could be a paint can designed that had some kind of a lid that would prevent it from solidifying. In other words, whatever sort of it would be, or whatever material it would be, that you wouldn't be wasting half the paint when you haven't used it all.
That's right.
That would be a winner for some would-be inventor.
Well, I think I came up with the answer, and I shall show it to you soon.
Well, that's very good. I'm delighted to hear that we might be able to patent that.
We might be able to do something with it.
Yes, we certainly will, because there's a big demand for the like of that.
True.
I mean, if I buy paint, and right enough, we did have paint, and often couldn't use it because it might have been there for a couple of years by the time you got around to this, that, the other.
Yeah.
Next thing is it's as hard as a bullet.
That's right.
And even though you puncture the thing because you put the lid on good, you might get a suck out of it, but sometimes even the colour has gone different.
Yeah,
So these things have to be taken into account.
that's it. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much, Oliver.